Hello, welcome to Wrestling in Mom's Basement. This is the prediction video for Elimination Chamber 2018. I, of course, am Patrick Young. This guy on my right is wearing shorts in February, Joe Venuto.
I wear shorts every time I'm on my own house, but thank you.
I didn't have much. And it wasn't going to go better the more I thought about it, so I just went with the shorts angle.
Okay.
Yeah. Showing off his long dancer's legs over here.
It was almost 80 degrees 2 days ago, so.
That it was.
And it's back in the 60s and 50s. Starting tomorrow. Well, tonight, on Saturday. So there you go.
Minus the twist of the rain, too.
Okay, I love
Well,
it.
in addition to the twist of
All
the rain.
right, so as
In case you wanted to know the
weather. As future meteorologist.
This is now weather in Mom's basement.
As future meteorologist, apparently. Okay, yeah, so it's a rain. It's not supposed to rain all day tomorrow. Number one.
I thought it is.
No, they changed that.
Oh.
And if it does, oh well, it's still gonna be warmer. Warmer rain at friggin' 39 degrees this morning. God. But the rest of the week's still supposed to be in the 50s and 60s. It's gonna rain over. That's what I mean. That's right. I'm normal from February on to March.
Yeah.
In Philly. And yes, people, if you're from Philly, the snow's more likely done.
This has now been weather in
Mom's basement. Now can we get to Elimination Chamber
Yes.
or Mom's basement?
Wrestling in
Mom's basement for Elimination Chamber. Yes. Kick your face all over kick-off matchups else on Friday. Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows versus Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel.
Why is this taking so long? The club.
This should be a win for Gallows and Anderson. Basic stuff here. Let's get to the rest of the card that we do well for order in the week.
Yes.
Actually, we didn't know this match order in the week too. Paulo and Titus versus Cesaro and Sheamus for the World Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, I think it's the obvious answer here. It's Cesaro and Sheamus. They're the team you should probably go into Mania with as champions. For either the Revival, the Club, or both. So my pick's Sheamus and Cesaro.
The team of Paulo and Titus got this whole shot because they beat Sheamus and Cesaro. And my title match on Raw last week. It's typical when WWE get somebody the title match. Something I wanted to create team, realizing how later so sorry. And because they just don't think of creative things anymore. I like Sheamus and Cesaro as a team that can be the focus of the division, so keep it going. WrestleMania is only going to lead to a multi-team match with Gallows and Anderson and never mind one wild. So it's Sheamus and Cesaro. Up next, Bray Wyatt versus Matt Hardy.
I would think Broken Matt Hardy would need a win on his first major his first singles pay-per-view match. So I'm gonna go with Broken Matt Hardy. That and Bray Wyatt's not really thought that highly of. Almost. The man lost to a double powerbomb from the second rope 2 weeks ago.
When Matt Hardy first came back to WWE, he mentioned repeatedly that he wanted to feud with Bray Wyatt due to the part of the way their characters are unique. I thought it was a great idea too. The problem is the booking has been shit.
Yes.
It's going way too long without enough action, and I don't think there's much sort of stuff for me to late for a while. I did that Bray's guy loves the darkness, while Matt loves the light because he's Logan. But there's nothing that interesting now. I'll go with Wyatt. Just because Roll needs some heels to be booked well. Roll's top heels right now are Miz and Elias.
Yeah.
And that's not very strong at the top. Maybe a win here will get Wyatt going. On next, Asuka versus Nia Jax. Okay. Gotta break down this match.
Alright, hold on. This is going to be tough.
No, I don't want to break down the stipulation for those that are confused.
Okay.
Current Angle says for the Raw Women's Championship. As we've learned from Michael and Byron Saxon. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that Byron. No, it's not, because Asuka never decided on the championship. So now, if Asuka loses, and she decides to challenge the winner of Charlotte versus Ruby, Nia also goes to SmackDown to challenge a triple threat. If Asuka wins, Nia doesn't get nothing. But she may still get something Because Asuka could still go to SmackDown to challenge Charlotte or Ruby. Just to clarify that. Either Roll loses two top women, potentially. They end Asuka's streak on a B show. They've done super.
Yes.
or they just got confused while right in this storyline.
And if you think they won't end Asuka's streak beforehand, they ended Charlotte's pay-per-view streak
At Fastlane.
At Fastlane.
So yes.
So yeah, they will give a pay-per-view streak away right before WrestleMania. However, I'm hoping they learn from their mistakes. I'm hoping they know that it's probably not a good idea to have Asuka lose the pay-per-view match right before her title match at Mania.
Right, yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna stick with Asuka on this one. I think Nia really could be put into the Elimination Chamber instead of having the match run against Asuka. I don't know why they had this match, but yeah, I'm still picking Asuka.
Well, that'd be as confusing as the story is. I will say this is the bigger women's match of the two on the show.
It is.
This should be a win for Asuka, though. Anything other than that, I would be surprised. They haven't wrestled each other before in NXT, so they had the chemistry from that. I think this will be one of those matches where the loser, Nia, gets to go on offense for like 8% of it. Comes close to winning several times, and now she'll push her hard. And turns out, pressure, she looks through the match, and ultimately she'll lose to the submission all by Asuka. I think on Monday's Raw, this week, Asuka will say she challenges SmackDown Charlotte Flair WrestleMania. And WWE will keep Asuka away from Monday, possibly a full year. Build up for as long as you can. I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
Winner to Asuka. I'm putting this in there because it's going to be a major segment. Ronda Rousey contract signing. I think Ronda's going to get booed. I think we can talk about this for a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
I think Ronda's going to get booed by the fans. Number one. Because Xavier or somebody, I don't care if they're on Las Vegas, home of UFC. She's still somebody who doesn't belong in WWE to the fans. I don't think of her like that because she loves the pro wrestling business. She's been trained to do this since last summer. And after seeing how successful she was in judo as well as UFC, one of the biggest roles they've ever had, I believe in her. I believe in her seeing WWE too. My concerns with the book. The rumors are that Rousey would team with a male wrestler. The Rock, if they can get him. More likely Kurt Angle or Seth Rollins, I make it hard. What are you laughing at? That was your pick.
Yeah.
Seth. You're laughing.
Yeah.
That was your pick.
I smirked because I picked that.
I got Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. I'm already enjoying the idea of Stephanie and Ashley Rousey.
Yeah.
And that happens, Rousey should not have to sell for the 4-year-old daughter of a billionaire. That's not a wrestler. Sadly, WWE probably won't book Rousey strong enough, and Stephanie won't sell as well as a good wrestler. So it's going to turn into a mess. I expect this segment as Stephanie talk shit about Ronda. Then Triple H joins the fray and Angle's there to stand up for Rousey because he says he was the one that signed her the role. I hope it's a good segment. I'm worried I won't be. Here's hoping WWE plays it out well.
Yeah, let's hope they do plan it out well. There is a good chance that Ronda will get booed. Just because if you're in wrestling, they want you to be strictly wrestling.
As a hardcore fan, I get that. With her, though...
And I think she's always going to have... She's going to have the mixed reaction until she proves everybody wrong. Until she proves everybody wrong.
Yeah. Up next, the Women's Elimination Chamber. Alexa Bliss versus Bayley versus Mickey James versus Sasha Banks versus Sonya Deville. Oh, and Mandy Rose, too.
My pick, it's obvious. There's only one person who win this match. Mandy Rose.
Okay. For me...
God, no. Believe it or not, you said something to me earlier this week that I thought was kind of absurd. Like, I thought there really was only going to be one person to win this match. But ever since you said it, I've been thinking and thinking about it more. And I think you're right. I think the women's title match for Raw going at WrestleMania will in fact be Sasha and Bayley.
In terms of pure wrestling,
In terms of pro wrestling, yes. That, and there has to be a reason why Nia is going into a match with Asuka that odds are she's going to lose.
Right. Now, the only thing I can say, this match, Asuka and Nia's on before this. And Nia attacks somebody to get into the chamber. Hopefully Mandy.
Edge and Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, hopefully Mandy.
Yeah.
And then she wins this match. That's the only thing I can say.
Yeah.
But, don't want, because I like this idea. It's a great place.
So, it's your idea.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying you should hire me.
So, obviously, my down to the two, it's either Bayley or Sasha. So I'm thinking, if that's going to be the match, I think the stronger heel would be Sasha. And Sasha would need a strong reason to turn heel. And that's where I think Bayley will actually win the women's title in the Elimination Chamber.
I love his idea. It's a shame I'm not going with it that far. You know what's my idea? I love that idea. No, I want Mickey James to win, so it don't really matter. I don't know if I'm sure if I win. But let me break it down. Okay. Let me start by saying that this title reign by Alexa Bliss has been one of the most boring title runs in a very long time. No pay-per-view title defenses since October. Against Mickey.
Yes.
That's ridiculous. I know she's defending on Raw since then. Against Mickey. I believe.
Yes.
But I can't tell you the dates of those matches off the top of my head. And it's been before Charlotte Series. It's interesting with Charlotte. So it's bad that it's been so long for a champion. So have a title match on pay-per-view, plenty of things better. If he wants to care about the WWE, and this title have your champion defended more often. So unless she's Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
If Bliss loses the title here or at WrestleMania is a really big deal. Considering how rarely she defends on TV. No, make us care more than a little effort would be nice. The main story is why Alexa Bliss and Mickey James can work together to deal with the other obvious curves in the match. Banks to Bayley and DeVille and somebody. That likely won't end well for my favorite match, Mickey. Because I can see Bliss Terrell and her could work together to face Bliss's character. The veteran Mickey should be able to see it coming. But WWE likes to both their wrestlers to be ladies. I think Bayley's going to pin Sasha. Or do something close Sasha be pinned.
Yeah.
By that I mean like an accidental clothesline will work or stuff like that. Sasha eliminated Bayley to Royal Rumble, so having Bayley pay her back by reminding her that everyone for herself will be good. I think Sasha's going to turn heel either after she gets pinned or more likely on Raw in the next week. I don't expect Sonya and Robot or Frankenstein that much of a role. Aside from the announcers trying to hype them up as rookies who hype them along dollars. Maybe Sony gets a couple knockouts in her own late, but I don't see Frankenstein almost. The rumor is Alexa versus Nia at WrestleMania. That doesn't excite me at all, because I think it'll be a bad match. With Nia possibly being the face role as a monster similar to Braun Strowman. This is where I think if they don't go Bayley and Sasha, this is where I actually think a multi-woman match at WrestleMania will be a better idea.
Okay.
Nia versus Alexa in ring.
Yeah.
No disrespect to your
woman.
woman.
Yeah.
That's where a multi-woman match is better. And by multi-woman, they'll throw Mania. Somehow made the match worse. So I'm done with Alexa. And then the men's elimination chamber. Finn Balor versus The Miz versus Seth Rollins versus John Cena versus Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman versus Elias.
I've said it practically since last week. There's one person to take the belt off of Brock Lesnar. I'm pretty sure it's been the plan the whole time.
Many words. Frankenstein. How does Brock beat a machine?
That's true. How do you beat someone with no feelings?
I know.
However, I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins.
That's a good question.
So you're gonna miss that nice turnaround I did by talking about Mandy Rose.
Not Randy Rose. Seth.
Yeah. At the very least, I think he's going to be involved in the title match at this point. So I'm going to say he gets the stronger claim as well. He's going to win the chamber. He's going to get the victory label.
Roman's going to win. I don't feel a lot of time to spend on breaking down, so I'm just going to break down it. We know that Vince has wanted to do Roman versus Brock since last March. How many years are there where we know what the plans for a match of the year ran? It's pretty rare. There's no indication that he's going to do this from that point either, unless it is stuff. I think the little stories of Miz is one of the first three guys, and Elias is the 7th man, has some injury since they're the only heels on the match.
Yeah.
However, I don't believe anybody watching this match believes either of them will win.
No.
As for Cena, he's going to try to push the story of an Asian wrestler that feels like he's in a must-win match. So you got to tell match wrestling. I think Cena will get pinned by Roman. And Michael Cole will push the story of one of what that means for Cena WrestleMania on Monday's Raw. Cena will probably do a promo on the ring. And on Taylor runner up in there, you're over the WrestleMania match.
Yes.
The only candidates to win other than Roman are Seth and Braun. It was nice to see Seth put over huge on Monday's Raw. Clean wins over Roman and Cena in their 6-5 minute ring action. It showed that he believes that they're going to tag team wrestle for about 6 months. It also means he's not. I also think that means he might not be the winning match because he beat Roman and Cena. The savior for Strowman, who really should, if it was a good match, he really should be the one to beat Lesnar.
Yeah.
Wrestling based on crowd support and how he's been booked for nearly 2 years with very few clean losses. I think Strowman might get pinned by Miz or Elias in a shocker. I'm not sure.
I have a feeling he's going to get the finisher fast to get eliminated.
Yeah, I can see that. And I can see Miz or Elias still a winner. And
yeah.
After all that, yeah. Yeah, I can see the faces doing their finisher. Like Roman and Seth, or was Roman Cena.
Roman Cena, Seth, yeah.
Yeah, and all in there, and then Miz or Elias just seeking to win on him. Yeah. And they do that, I might set up the rumor Miz and Braun match too.
Yeah.
Which that leaves Finn's like on man out right
exactly,
now.
Yeah.
Right now. Because it's probably between Braun, Finn, and Seth to face Miz. I just say Finn gets pinned by Miz. Braun gets pinned by Miz. To sell their match, because that was the rumor too. I don't know. This should be about 35-40 minutes long, though. 7 men, with a lot of cool moments.
Yeah.
The book of the big match study has been great the last few years, so I give it that. I said nothing different here. I'm done with Roman, as I already said. I don't mind Roman, I just was trying to a little more unpredictable. I forgot to do this for the woman, so I'll do this for the woman too. Go back to the woman's chamber. So I'm putting for Roman. First woman. First two women in the match.
First two women in the match. Sasha and Mickey.
Okay, no. Alright, moving on. That's fine.
That's you picked.
Yeah. Final two.
Final two. Bailey and Alexa.
Alexa and Mickey.
Okay.
Who will last the longest?
I didn't catch that.
Sasha.
Mickey. And who has this eliminations?
Sasha.
Yeah, I want to go with Sasha. Now for the manager, who's the first three?
Miz, obviously.
Yeah, right.
Miz, Seth. And I'm going to go with Cena.
That's my one. Final two?
Final two. Roman and Seth.
Same here. Who's going to last the longest?
Seth.
That's what I said. Who says eliminations?
There's eliminations. Braun.
Alright, I'm going to Roman. Alright. But now though for the Elimination Chamber 2018 predictions, we'll be back Sunday night with our Elimination Chamber 2018 review. Should be a good show.
Yes, it should be.
It's the last Raw pay-per-view, Raw single point pay-per-view. For now, until they decide they want big pay-per-view separated.
Don't worry, it'll probably happen in another 10 years.
Yeah, so, and we'll still be sitting here old and gray. Done with it.
We'll be 26. I mean, we'll be 36.
We'll be 26! Wow!
We're 16 years old.
Well, I look it.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you. And you look...
Not me with my
You look
full
like...
beard right
He
now.
looks about 12 or 13 also.
No, I don't look 13.
There you go.
We'll be 36. We'll have grays, but we will be gray.
Isaiah's gray. Now though for the predictions down below at the Pat Young 215 on Twitter, at the Joe News 215 on Twitter, at RSIMB for the podcast, on Instagram, RSIMB, Beyond Square Photography, and Facebook, Blue Line, Kill With the Balls. I think I'm forgetting somebody. No, alright.
All down there.
Yeah. And I'll see you Sunday for the Elimination Chamber review.
See you then.
Bye.